Welcome all my dear learners. So I'm here today to discuss with you chemistry of +1 class, and chapter for today will discuss few topics of chemical bonding and molecular structure. Yes, what are our learning outcomes? Why atoms combine? What is bond? And Lewis symbols. Yes, dear friends, let us discuss one by one. Yes. Now, why atoms combine? It's a very interesting question. So, when scientists dig on this, they try to find out the question's answer. First of all, scientists goes to that way, right? Why? That there are some elements in our periodic table or in our nature, they did not react, right? They are very few in number, right? So noble gases, they are known as neon, argon, krypton, xenon, like that. Okay. Say they want to find out why they are stable, why they did not react. So what they find out that their octet is complete, means they are having tendency to have 8 electrons in their valence shell. Okay, so it is known as octet rule. Generally, we will say that their valence shell is complete. Okay, but there are exceptions for the octet rule, because we are having some compounds such as your aluminium trichloride, where aluminium is central atom, right? It combined with chlorine. Okay, from by 3 bonds. Now see here, aluminium, when you will check valency, aluminium is 13 atomic number, so 2, 8, 3. 3 is its valency, 3 dots. I will tell why I have put these dots, but that these are symbols. Okay, right. So now when you share, you will find out there are 6 electrons. Total there are 6 electrons in its valence shell. So what did it mean? That its octet is not complete. There are not 8 electrons in the valence shell. But this compound exists, right? And same way, sulfur tetrafluoride, right? Now here it forms 4 bonds. So there are 8 electrons shared and 2 are in its lone pair. Total there are 10 electrons. Why? Because 6 is the valence shell electron are 6. Right? This way we can find out. So means it having total 10 electrons in its valence shell. So these are extra than 8, more than 8. So it means octet rule cannot be only criteria to tell that why atoms combine. So scientists dig out more, and what they find out that whenever there is combination, right? Whenever there is combination, right? Whenever this is a structure, right? By the model, ball and stick model, right? Assume this is your hydrogen, right? This is hydrogen, white, this ball, black, then here assumed as carbon, right? So it is the structure of which compound? C2H6. It is your ethane. Okay, our here way to understand is different. That, for example, this bond is formed. Whenever bond is formed, what happens? Energy is released, right? and energy is released out. So, when energy is released out, your compound becomes get the lower energy state. And we know that lower energy state is more stable state. So, this is the reason why all compounds which are exist in nature, they combine to acquire lower energy state, right? So these two reasons, right, they collectively tell why atoms combine, right? Okay. So octet rule and to have minimum energy. Whenever bond is formed, energy is released, right? Might be octet is not complete or there are extra electrons in its octet, but bond will be formed, atoms combine. Okay? First point is clear. Second, what is bond? How to define? So dear learners, bond is a type of force. It is a type of force which combine, which hold together the constituent particles, right? Constitute particles, right here. So these are the particles when they get hold. So there exists a force, right? There exists a force. That force is named as bond. Okay? So, which hold together the constituent particle known as bond. Okay. Different type of bonds are there. Ionic bond, covalent bond, coordinate bond, hydrogen bond. We will discuss in the next part. Right. And last point for today, Lewis symbol. Because this is very, very important. Because this will help us to understand the bond formation. Okay, so Lewis symbol, what is it? Yes, dear learners, Lewis symbol is actually represents, it is a way to represent valence shell electrons with the symbol of the element. Yes, so how to write? Given by Lewis, so known as Lewis symbol. These are a type of dot. We can represent it by a cross. Sometime by cross or sometime by dot. Yes. So how to write? How to write the Lewis symbol? We put a dot around the symbol of element. Okay. For example, lithium atomic number is 3. So its electronic configuration 2 and 1. So valence shell, how many electrons? 1. And how to write this Lewis symbol? First write the symbol lithium Li, and how many dot? 1 dot. Because there is 1 electron. Valence shell electron. Outermost shell, how many electrons? Okay. So it is 1. So it is there. This is the Lewis symbol for lithium. Okay. Next example is given here for oxygen. So oxygen is 8, atomic number 2, 6. Now it becomes Lewis symbol because 6 electrons in valence shell. So 6 dot around the oxygen symbol. This is the Lewis symbol for oxygen. Okay. Can you calculate for magnesium? Let us do it. And oxygen ion. Magnesium ion and oxygen ion. So how to write? Let us see for the magnesium. Magnesium ion is your 12 atomic number. 2, 8, 2. Right? Now, what to do? I want magnesium ion, right? It is a cation. Okay. So I have to lose 2 electrons. Now, to get into a cationic form, right now I will have only 2 electrons. 2 electron lost, 2 8. Right? So write the symbol. Your symbol will be Mg. Right? 2 positive. Okay. First I will put the electrons here. Now 8 are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this way square bracket 2 positive. This is the way to write dot structure for your magnesium. Okay. And what about for the oxygen? How to write for oxygen? O2 negative. For this you have to write for the oxygen. Already you know 2, 6, right? So it needs 2 electrons, then it will be 2 negative charge. Okay, so when it will get 2 electrons, so O2 negative means 2 and 8. 8 electrons and valence shell 2 have acquired, gained by it. Okay, then it come into ion. So because here octet rule is applying, so and our motto to draw the Lewis symbol. Now 8 electron in valence shell, right? This way you will write. This is the dot structure of anion. Okay? So this is, I think things are clear and crystal clear. Okay. So let us. These are our today's learning outcomes. We have studied pi atom combined, what is bond and Lewis symbol. At last, not least, push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. Push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. Yes, dear learners, you have to come out. You have to motivate yourself to complete, to do something extra. Right? Don't think more and plan, take actions and achieve your target. Never give up. This is for today. Thank you very much. Stay active and think big.